Hello FPO managers, yes, we're back again with another video for the Fantasy Premier League 2021-22 season. It's the Game Week 10 preview. It was a very amazing game week in Game Week 9. That huge score we've been waiting for all season, we got it in Game Week 9. We're going to do a quick review of Game Week 9 before we talk about our plans for Game Week 10 and how we intend to line up. If you're just coming across the channel for the first time, please don't forget to subscribe and please drop a like on this video. Let's get straight into business. So game week 9 was a good game week for us. Last week, due to Lukaku's injury, we had to decide what to do. It was down to two options, either to get in Vardy and stick with our original strategy of getting in the exact set group of players that we plan to, or going with a more exciting option of bringing in Havertz, Chelsea attacker, to face Norwich, the worst team in the league. Eventually, after much thoughts, like I said on Twitter, I decided to go with a more conservative option, and that has been helping us all season, which involved getting in Vardy and sticking with the original plan with just a few movements here and there, meaning our hit that was supposed to be taken in game week 10 was moved to game week 9. As for the rest of the plan, we're gonna stick with that. So we abandoned the idea of getting in Havertz on a hit. So that paid off handsomely with a very good score at the end of game week 9. This is how we set up for game week 9 with Mendy in goal. He got us the clean sheet against Norwich as expected. 6 points for him. White and Laporte kind of lost their clean sheet points late in the game. It was after the 80th minute, I think that's when they conceded. So that was quite sad for us. But as for Trent Alexander-Arnold, he did quite well against Manchester United. 10 points, he got a clean sheet and an assist. So that's very, very, very good points for us, especially because we stuck with him when everyone else was getting in the double Chelsea, double Manchester City defense. So we stuck with Trent Alexander-Arnold because we believed in his potential, and he eventually got us those points. Livramento is another player that we believed could get us points in game week 9. We even went with him for our game week 9 prediction league picks. He got us 9 points, but that wasn't due to a clean sheet. He scored a goal, so that's really impressive. In midfield, we went with Gray, Jota, and Salah. Gray got us an assist in the game against Watford, although they lost that game. Jota got the 11 points. He had a goal and an assist against Manchester United. So the Liverpool assets were really flying against Manchester United. Salah, our captain, got us a hat-trick and an assist. So it was really nice that Lukaku got injured, because if Lukaku played the Norwich game, he would have been the one with the captain armband and would have missed out on this very good outing from Salah. Vardy got an injury. I hope he's going to be fit for game week 10, so he only had 1 point. Antonio finally scored a goal after a long while, 7 points for him, and Jimenez with the assist for Hwang's goal. So that brought us to a total of 106, and knowing that we took a hit for this game week, that's a total of 102. So that's a very good one, a very good game week. We know we've been waiting for that very good game week that's going to push us into the top 100k. We've been keeping it safe for quite some time. In fact, throughout the entire season, we started at 1.7 million, and we've been climbing with green arrows all along, yet to get a red arrow, and finally we're here. 102 points. That's how game week 9 went. Prediction league picks, we went with Kevin De Bruyne. He didn't start the game against Brighton, so I'm not surprised he didn't get us any attacking points. Jimenez, Chilwell, and Livramento all brought us points, so that meant that we got a W in game week 9, 3 points for us on the prediction league table. So that pushed us from 14 points to 17 points, and that's 5th on the league table. So prediction league picks for game week 10. I'm hoping that these players are gonna be fit, because Vardy and Rafinha are kind of flagged. So I'm hoping that they will be fit. I'm waiting for the press conferences from the managers. Rafinha last night, he was talked about by Bielsa at the game against Norwich. Rafinha had no issues and he was going to feature. So I'm hoping that that is true and he starts that game, because if they don't start that game, I don't think Leeds are gonna do very well. They're in a very bad run of form. Norwich too are in a bad run of form, but at least they're at home. So I think without Rafinha, Leeds are gonna find it difficult. So hopefully he starts. Vardy is another one we're waiting on. Hopefully he too starts. He really plays well against the top teams, and he relishes games against Arsenal. So I think he's gonna do well there. Laporte is another player. He's coming up against Crystal Palace. I think he's going to do well as well. And Janssen of Brentford, he's also another player who facing a weak team in Burnley. Although I'm hearing Raya is injured, he's going to be out for quite some time, I think about 5 months. And so that might weaken the Brentford defense a bit, but I think they're still going to do well against Burnley. I don't think there's going to be much issues there. Hopefully they keep a clean sheet anyway. So these are the 4 players we're predicting are going to do well for game week 10. So let's go into our transfer plans. So now that we're in the top 60k with game week 10, I'm hoping that I can maintain that rank, and we can really assess the first 10 game weeks of the season. That would be a quarter of the season gone. That would be giving us enough information to decide exactly how well we're doing or how badly we're doing, and if there are any changes to our strategy that is needed. So with game week 9 done and game week 10 rolling in, this is how our team looks with Mendy and Bachmann as our goalkeepers. White, Trent, Laporte, Williams and Livramento is our defense. Alan, Salah, Jota, Sarr and Gray is our midfield, and Vardy, Antonio and Jimenez are our forwards. And as we planned that in game week 10 we're supposed to take out Sarr and Antonio, but with the slight changes that we have made, we've decided that we've moved the hit that was supposed to be taken in game week 10 to game week 9, meaning we're only going to make one transfer for game week 10, and that will be Sarr out and Rafinha in. So with Rafinha, he's got better fixtures than Sarr, so we're bringing him in because of the fixture swing. Even though Leeds had good fixtures in game week 8 and 9 playing Southampton and Wolves, Rafinha for multiple reasons has not got points in those fixtures, because for one, Southampton game he couldn't make it in time, and in the Wolves game he got injured. So hopefully he plays 90 minutes against Norwich and finally gets in those points. So we've brought him in just at the right time. Hopefully we can capitalize and he brings us good points. If that's gonna be the case, our team is gonna look like this for game week 10 with Mendy in goal against Newcastle. I expect a clean sheet there. Trent is coming up against Brighton at home. Livramento is away to Watford, and Laporte is at home to Crystal Palace. So that's very good fixtures for our defense and our goalkeeper. In midfield, we've gone with Rafinha, who's away to Norwich, Gray away to Wolves. We're sticking with Jota for now, and Salah will be our captain. They're facing Brighton. Vardy is facing Arsenal at home, Antonio, Aston Villa away, and Jimenez is going to be facing Everton at home. Jota, we're still planning to take him out, but it's still going to be in game week 12 when we bring in Heung-min Son. And as for Antonio, this is probably going to be the last game he plays in our team until probably towards game week 18 when he faces Norwich again. So we're going to be taking out Antonio in the next transfer window. He's going to be going off for Tony if Tony is still fit, because Tony's got Norwich in game week 11. So that's going to be our plan. We're sticking with our original plan. We've just moved things a bit because of the Lukaku injury. Hopefully there aren't more injuries to make us deviate from the original plan, but if that happens, we would have no choice. But as much as we can, we're going to try and stick with this plan. I think this is going to be a good game week. We aren't taking any hits, so I don't expect us to get below the average. I'm hoping that we can get above the average and stick with the rank that we have. If we cannot get higher, we shouldn't drop outside of the top 60k. That would be really, really nice for us. So that's it. Thanks guys for sticking with us throughout. this is our team. I hope you guys did well in game week 9, and if you didn't, if you were one of those who brought in Havertz, don't worry. Just try and ignore that and try and build back with the next 3 game weeks. Ensure that you try and get back your ranks. I'm sure it can happen. Look at us, we started at 1.7 and after a few game weeks we're in the top 100k. You can do that as well. Hopefully you haven't fallen way too behind. Try and just captain Salah for game week 10 and I don't think you're gonna have any issues. Okay, so I'm gonna say good luck, have fun, and I'll catch you guys on the next one.